Oh, it's too late. Hi, sir. Oh no. I know enough hentai to know what's about to happen. And vor. Oh.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Yes, I do. I need a drink. I need to drink alcohol every time. Is the crowbar still here? No. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to
fine.
know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
Fine. Well, then why even make it an option? Hey
You're
there.
awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Do I need to? Oh, okay.
How's our fugitive? Dr.
Great.
Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Bradley done get stabbed. I can't click on that. Let's talk to Bradley. You did see Charles alive. You should be dead. Kay can't say that either. I found this.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
You were stabbed in the gut. You should be dead. Okay, well now we learned that maybe actually it is good to put some in medicine. Because I can't shout at him that you should be dead. And we already said that. Hey, your memory.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Rude. You should be dead.
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the?
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back.
Yeah, sure.
But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
It's
What can we do,
yours,
Pierce?
loser. You should be dead. God, I just keep spamming it. Ooh.
You two know each other pretty well.
It's a tiny island. Everyone knows everyone.
She's the
Especially
only
since
lady
I'm a
on the
police
island.
officer and Marie's a doctor.
The chemistry is obvious.
Yeah, kiss.
I do seem a little bit stupid, don't I? Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Well, can't click on any of that. Come back. Sarah, can't click on that. Let's talk to her. Hey, what?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
'Cause Cthulhu. I don't know, actually.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
She does funky thing with her fingers. I might be onto a lead. What they had me endure.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Well,
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here?
a lot, Bradley.
This makes no sense.
Catch up.
I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
I don't want to tell someone that they floated into the air and then
You're right.
were ripped into pieces.
Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Oh, dear.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't
see
end up
whiskey
in
over
the
there.
hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I saw whiskey. Give me that. Have a drink. I didn't even, finish it. No. Leave. Ow.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what
The count
brings
of
me here.
women goes to 3.
Well, look who's here.
Hey, bae.
You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Her robe dress thing is fancy. Oh, it's a dress. Okay.
May
All
I
right.
inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you
That
about
seems
her.
like a really insensitive
That's all he
thing.
talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Ooh. Can't tell her not to feel guilty. Not gonna tell her that. That's... I lie or tell her you're taking it quite well. I'm gonna lie.
We had a short conversation and then I left. I don't know what happened after that.
Oh, I see. Mr. Pierce, you must forgive my audaciousness. But I've had practice of life in high society for over 30 years. Reading one's interlocutors,
Oh.
recognizing the politeness
I've been
of a
busted.
lie, are things that are taught very early to young girls from a good family. But your lie has nothing polite about it. It is crass, insulting, and dare I say, terribly suspicious. Try to understand my position. I
Sure.
need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
I mean, I tried. That seems very blaming. Let's try to test my...
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident?
Nah.
This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You, too, would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? Shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you,
Beaver.
Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Cool, I'm gonna just like walk around your house and snoop.
Did
Gonna
she
read your
really
mail.
care for him after all?
Oh, dear madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. Rude.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Everyone just looks so sad about it. Oh, dear. Oh, well, that triggered something. Here we go. Ugh. Yeah, why would you keep that in your house? Ugh, gross. Okay.
A house of artists.
That piano at least looks better. There's no spot hiddens or anything either. What am I supposed to be looking at? Oh, this teacup probably.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
You've got eyes! How nice. What else is in color, this book?
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
It's just spooky. Okay, what else is... Oh,
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
how do I know what the painting looks like? Look at this lady. She's so
Was she
annoying.
jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Jealous! That was spelled wrong. You have it... Oh, it's like a pot. That's a cubist painting right there.
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
This is gonna be a dumb idea. Oh!
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Do you? You look at it and that image comes to your mind and you're like, I gotta see it. One of those wardrobes you can hide in. Ugh. I mentioned that I hate this place. Piano. What? I don't... Is there supposed to be some sort of order to this? Whoa! I got it! Haha! Who knows what the combo actually was?
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects, is a collection written by Francis Sanders. In it, he catalogs and categorizes objects from all ages and origins that are linked to occult or mystical practices. It is opened at the page of a dagger that bears a symbol that is not unknown to me. Elder sign, my dude! Yeah. Yeah, get that good occult. What is my occult? 35? Nice. Is there anything cool in this room? Can I just leave? I'm just gonna go home. I hate this area. I hate this whole darn hey, that looks like medicine. Yes. Yes. Cool.
Let's see what this cylinder
Oh, look at that,
has
a
to say
cylinder.
once it's inserted in a phonograph.
A phonograph. I can't.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
It's playing the music I played on the piano just now. There was the hint I needed.
I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I just played your phonogram. I'm sorry that I could click on it and play it again. Seems a little bit... Okay, that door goes somewhere. That door goes somewhere. Okay, let's just start trying doors. 9. Nicht. Hey there, Bay. I'm gonna touch everything in the room first.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose could be. I don't know enough about any of what I just said to even make a guess. Ooh! Yes! Oh, it's not medicine. The Whale and the Cod, or A Brief History of Darkwater. Focus on the past glory of the island. Hey,
I
pills!
could use one of those.
If you haven't gotten it, there's an achievement for getting all the sleeping pills. You're welcome. Just showing you where everything is.
Strange.
Hey!
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting.
I beg...
Finally give it away for nothing.
I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I could not be the archaeologist of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. He did do it! What is this?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
No! Volume 3! Did I miss Volume 1 somewhere? Well, Volume spends some time with the community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, begin to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the Lost Tribe. Fair. I'm gonna touch everything. I'm a strong boy! Give it. Hey, cat. You're next to this. What is this? Would you read the book? Hang on, I gotta go to my notes. Are we supposed to be reading the Unholy books? Number 2. Read all unholy books. Yep, we're reading the book. Look at me reading this. This is some kind of encyclopedia of monsters and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Man, I love that pen work. Oof, that's pretty. Okay. Aw, man, sanity gone down. Bad times. Hey, what's up,
That's
chick?
twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
That painting behind you with the tentacles, actually. It's pretty cool. I can lie. That seems dumb. Let's do it.
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie.
Hey.
Learn how to dupe, Detective.
Hey.
But as long as you
know.
keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
Sweet. Cool. What are you doing
And
here?
you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
I guess. Fitzroy is... well... a little gruff! Ooh. Woo! Woo! Look at me getting medicine behind a... what is this, a suitcase? A suitcase. I don't want to do this. Alright. Alright, here we go. I hate this part. I hate everything about what's about to happen to me. Spoiler. My hair falls in front of my face. my gosh, I just realized that's that stinking monster that we saw in the lightning flash. Oh gosh, I've been haunted by this thing longer than I thought. Ugh! Welcome, Laura. Okay.
What the hell was that?
Well, it seems silly to whisper, but there is a dagger in one of the cases here. That no joke. I broke every single case before I broke the right case. The first time I played this game. And even with that information, this... Oh, shh. Are you in here? I think he's coming, I think he's coming, I think he's coming, I think he's coming! Oh crap, I can't see! It's too dark! Let's just do this. Shiz! It's too late. Hi, sir. Hello! Alright. I get it.
What the hell was that?
So yeah, this part's cruddy. It's entirely dependent on luck, because this character, this Shambler, has a random walk pattern. There's only one dagger in all of these glass cases that actually works. And the game doesn't actually give you any information on what you're supposed to do. It's all inferred. I'll just tell you, it's a bad time and I don't remember how to uncrouch. Okay, here we go.
Damn. This
I don't
dagger
remember how to run!
looks different.
There's Martha. I've named it different things. What did I name it the first time? There's Laura. It feels like a Martha. Okay. Give it a couple seconds. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Go, 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 go. Hey, second try. Stab it! Stab it! Stab it!
What's the matter with you?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, you know, just putting a dagger through my hand. You know, like you do.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yep. I was attacked. This painting is cursed. I was attacked.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Oh, do you?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
Dang it.
You
what?
mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Sorry. Done with my least favorite chapter of the game. And next time we'll pick up with chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. Until next week, have a good holiday, everybody. I should still be posting a video next week. I can't imagine why not. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye!